Welcome everyone to another video. Today we are testing Trend Micro, and this is the paid version, but we are using the free trial to do this test. And I do have a folder with a bunch of samples of malware, 133 samples in total, and we will be using these to test to see how well Trend Micro does or does not do as far as protecting us against these threats. The procedure will be as follows. In a moment, I will enable the real-time protection, and then we'll let Trend Micro sit for just a few moments to see if it can detect anything on its own, after which we will run a full system scan. If there's any samples remaining, we will scan the samples folder directly, and then if there's any samples remaining after that, we will try to execute them and see if the real-time protection can stop them. Now, before we do anything, we're just going to double check to make sure that we are up to date. And we can see that we are up to date, so at this point we'll close this window, and if we open up Trend Micro, we'll go ahead and just enable the protections. At this point, all the defaults are turned on, and so we will go ahead and let Trend Micro sit for a few moments to see if it detects anything on its own. It's been several minutes, and so far nothing has popped up, so let's check our samples folder. And we are still at 133, so at this point, let's go ahead and run a full system scan. And again, we're going to go ahead and select full scan, and we're just going to go ahead and let it sit here and run until it's fully completed. I tried to complete a full system scan, but for whatever reason it did not complete, and so I ran a quick scan instead, and it came back with 0 results detected. However, I did notice some notifications pop up, and so let's double check our samples folder, and it looks like it did detect at least some of the threats, and so at this point we're going to go ahead and just do a scan of the folder itself and see what happens. And it looks like that detected multiple threats, and so let's just check the details here. I don't think it detected everything, however, and so let's go ahead and just check our samples folder again. Looks like there still are several items, so let's try just one more time just to see if it detects anything additional. And it looks like on the second scan it may have detected additional results, and so let's just check the samples folder again. Looks like it did go down a bit, so we will try it a third time just to see what happens. And it looks like it detected 3 more. Let's check our samples folder, but it still reports 61. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and just go through and execute the remaining samples to see if the real-time protection can stop them. While executing the samples, I did notice that Trend Micro popped up multiple times, and so at this point we're going to go ahead and restart the computer and then run some second opinion scans. After a computer restart, I ran a scan with Malwarebytes, which came back positive, so we'll go ahead and quarantine these. After another computer restart, I ran a scan with MZSoft, which came back clean with 0 results detected. Just a quick recap, we started with 133 samples of malware. We let Trend Micro sit for a few moments to see if it could detect anything on its own, which it did not. Attempted a full scan, which did not complete, and so I ran a quick scan, which detected nothing, and then scanned the samples folder directly, which removed several results, but many were left, after which we then tried to execute the remaining results, and Trend Micro did pop up and stop them. However, it did not remove those samples. Please also be aware that in the samples folder, there were 2 remaining samples that were not detected by Malwarebytes or MZSoft, so please be aware of that as well. And please keep in mind that this is just one type of test, and Trend Micro very well may perform differently in other types of tests. Regardless, you can take these results and draw your own conclusion, but that's everything for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it helpful, please go ahead and consider sharing it. And please also consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications on future videos.